What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with more Idle Heroes, and today we are going to continue our support series, and we are going to start this one off with Unimax. Not who you'd normally think I talk about for a support hero, but in reality that's what he does. But before we jump into the hero itself, I want to thank you very much to Reliiq. Some of you guys might know a moderator from the Reddit forums, also a moderator in Zeal's Discord chat. Overall amazing, helpful guy. So just want to say thank you for letting us jump on your account, get access to your Unimax, because there's one big thing that he has, and something that makes this guy right here so powerful, and that is the new artifact. So we will go over that and explain why it is so good on this big old brute right here, that two-hand swing, so powerful. So let's jump into Unimax. Let's talk about his skills and why he supports his team in PvP especially so well. Unimax is made to be a slot 1 hero mainly in PvP. He's built to be that tank. He just taunts everybody. Let's go over his skills. His active, which is a very big important one right here. He attacks the back line 2 times, each time dealing 420% attack damage. So that's really good. If Amun-Ra's already put their shield up, this will take 2 layers off right off the bat. Perfect. The one great thing is he has a 50% chance to taunt the target for 2 rounds, and that is counted as a CC. So Gusting can be really good against him, but overall, I mean, that's a pretty decent chance to actually taunt someone. Granted, the meta does have a lot of auras now, the light and dark giving control immunity, but that's where the artifact will come in a little bit later. He also increases self 20% of all damage reduced for 2 rounds, so this is very similar to King Barton, where they don't have built-in damage reduce, but Unimax is actually better because it's all damage reduced. If you remember, it's the same as when the Crown came out at Black Friday. It reduces all damage, so dots and regular attacks, things like that. It reduces all of them by 20%. And of course, taunt, like we'll go over. Any hero that is taunted has to attack Unimax. So just for example, you do this on, say, a Scary. You know I love talking about Scary. Scary's attack will only hit him. Instead of hitting every target like you're used to seeing for Scary, it'll only hit him. It also works with passive. So if Garuda counterattacks, it'll only hit, or not counterattacks, you know, the passive damage she does, it'll only hit Unimax. So it's very strong. It really supports your entire team to absorb all the damage to Unimax only. His first passive is, of course, all the base boosting stats. So increased armor, perfect for a tank. HP 40%, that's huge. Attack 25%, that's useful. Control immunity plus 30, which is amazing. Of course, he doesn't have built-in damage reduce or anything, but he does have it on the active. And the biggest one, energy plus 50. So no matter what, round 1 he will use his active, and he will try to taunt the entire back line of enemies. So that's something very unique about this guy right here. Don't need to worry about energy artifact. You can build him speed and make sure he gets that attack off first. The second passive, each basic attack he does restores itself for 150% attack HP for 2 rounds. And then when taking damage, he also steals the attackers 20% of their attack and has a 30% chance to taunt. So that's pretty good, especially if he's slot 1. A lot of heroes, their basic attack just hits 1 target right in the front. Majority of the time it's slot 1. Just increases the chance for you to taunt them so that when they go to use their active, it only hits Unimax. So he's very strong in PvP because of that. And his last passive, when a round ends, he gains 3 times the healing effect. So he basically heals 3 times in a row, each time restoring health by 120% of attack. At round 4, he also dispels all control effects on himself and increases 50% crit damage. So he's going to be going crazy, and gains the rampage effect. And what that does is both his active and his basic is guaranteed to crit and cannot be blocked. So that is super, super powerful for him to ramp up and just go absolutely crazy on damage. So normally what we run Unimax in is full warrior gear. We do have a speed HP stone, which I believe as well is the best one for him. You want as much speed on Unimax because you want him going first before anybody else on the field. And what we were talking about before with this event right here on the Chinese New Year, the Scepter, the new artifact, giving 25% HP, 75 speed, which is crazy fast, and 50% control precision. So for those of you who don't know what control precision means, is basically it's gonna boost any of your control abilities by 50% chance. So it's really good when you're when you're putting it with the Iron Whirlwind. It really increases his chance to actually CC people, especially ones that have some sort of control immunity to help them avoid it. But yeah, you'll see we'll do some PvP fights here so you can kind of see what Unimax, what he does in the fights. It's so powerful. As far as enables, this is pretty standard for most PvP heroes. You definitely want the two speed nodes, the HP attack speed. The more speed you can get on Unimax, the better. And of course, we do have the skin on this one as well. It gives 5% control immunity, huge, HP and attack. They all help immensely. If you do upgrade it to the legendary, you have 6%, 6%, 6. Ooh, I just realized that 666. Unimax, you evil. But yeah, and just like Reliiq, I don't like the skin either. I like his base form. It looks so cool. So yeah, overall he is so powerful in PvP. Let's jump into some fights so you can kind of see how his abilities actually work. I know he does have a few people on his friends list that are very powerful on here. I think you might be one of them. Yeah, that's a pretty solid line. Actually, no, that wasn't the one I was looking for. Where are you? Coin? Not even coin. Let's see here. I want to find someone who has a full E5 lineup, so at least it's a little more fair. A little out of the meta with some of these heroes here. Oh, here we go. You're going to be the one I want. Yeah, there we go. So let's fight, not PPP. So we're going to put you in the front row there. I think after that we're going to throw Ada in, Carrie, Terra, Garuda, Amen-Ra. That looks like a solid lineup, and we'll throw in Deer since it is PvP. He has both the Max Deer and a Max Phoenix. I am jealous. I wish I had that on both my accounts, but we're getting close. So overall that looks good. We'll probably do a video later and highlight the carry on this account too for some PvP action, but let's jump into it. Let's take it slow at first for Unimax. So right there you see Unimax immediately goes in, hits the entire back row before Ada, before Amen-Ra, before anybody. Sadly, oh wow, look at that damage we're doing, guys. We are absolutely wrecking that team so far. But overall, what you see right here, this little kind of anime type frustrated icon you see means they are taunted. So what that means is when they use an attack, hopefully we get right here. See that? DA, she just used her active. All it did was hit right here. Just hit the Unimax. It didn't hit anybody else. So as you can see, it is a super strong ability. So we got two right here in the back already taunted. Ada uses her active. It only hits Unimax, protects the entire team. So you can see how strong it is. We just had an active that only affected Unimax, and that's it. I will say, I'll show you a little picture in the next video, but Unimax has done wonders for Reliiq's team. It's gone from an okay PvP team to honestly one of the strongest on his server, I would have to say. Between Carry, Unimax, Terra, I mean, so much power in this lineup. He didn't have Amen-Ra either. Ooh, we're just absolutely decimating. And see, you're not really here for the Unimax damage. You're more or less here just to make it so that the rest of your team can do what they want to do uninterrupted. It's hard to quantify that value, but the more you watch PvP fights that have Unimax, look at that, 3 targets. So we're going to watch this first round right here. Right there, Ada only hits Unimax. Oh, DA just got destroyed by Carry. I know we're not doing a video on Carry, but did you guys just see that? DA had full energy. Carry used the active and get devouring mark on DA and just one-shot her instantly. That is insane. Oh my goodness. I think we're going to be making another Carry video tonight, but let's focus on Unimax. This is the guide for Unimax. He is the man. He's making it so, look at that. Like, nobody on the team has taken any damage because of this Unimax in the front row. He is just dominating for us. Absolutely dominating. He doesn't do the damage, and that's why I call Unimax a support. He's more or less a tank, but to me, a tank in a game like this is really a support. Oh, just killing that. Oh my goodness. Carry, don't outshine Unimax. We're trying to prove why he is the best tank for you. Let's see if he does anything else here. And it does make it a little difficult for the taunts to land on a team like this because they have the full aura. So they have more damage reduced than normal. Oh, that is perfect. But as you see, they have 24% control immunity. Look at that. Carry has hit DA every single time. But Aspen, you're only hitting Unimax. Ada, you're only hitting Unimax too. So we're going to have Aspen's active, and all he's going to do is hit just our main man, Unimax, right here in the front. Oh, not even going to get to it. Garuda just decimating. Look at this. Look at this damage. Just crazy. Let's see if we can find one other person to fight, just to see some variety here. I want to find someone that has a full E5 lineup. That E3. Okay, this one could be a little unconventional to say the least, but let's just jump in. I feel like we're probably gonna really dominate here, but let's just take a look. So Unimax instantly round 1, taunting 2 targets, perfect, just what we want. Carry, you're gonna do work. You're just gonna kill this Cruise, aren't you? You're gonna kill everybody. All right. So Asmodel, I mean, it's only going to hit Unimax. Unimax tanking that attack in the front too and now Penny is also taunted. So this is just going downhill for this team really fast. Oh man, Unimax, you are such a beast at this game. You are such a beast. Just shutting down other teams with Carry. Unimax and Carry on the same team is very powerful. Very, very. Unimax taunting the entire back row basically. Oh man, but once Penny goes, all Penny's gonna be able to do is hit Unimax anyway. And yeah, this is a complete routing. Ooh, such a strong team. I love the lineup that Reliiq has now. It's so strong. I love it. It's so good. Now he's just got to keep on building. He is on server 13, so he's definitely in the low server numbers. And I feel like with Unimax and Carry together, he has gone from probably an okay PvP lineup to honestly one of the best. I feel like in just regular arena, he can compete with just about anybody on this server now. It is so strong. Unimax gives your team so much more survivability and flexibility. It is absolutely amazing. And then paired with the new Scepter, if you guys don't know, you need to spend about $250 if you do full 2,000 summons and do all the quests for all the blessings. You still need to spend about $250 for this item, but if you have Unimax, this is probably one of the best times to spend if you are going to splurge on the game, spend a little bit more than you ever really would. It is invaluable. The last thing I want to try, and I noticed that in Tower, he was actually on a Mim wave. I have seen some people say that they can actually take out the Mims with a solo Unimax. He has a few attempts, so I just want to see how it works out. I'm going to put him in the front first, even though it's reducing his His armor. Ooh, that's too much damage, I think. Oh, I think we need to put him back row. That's way too much damage. We might need to put like a damage reduce item on as well. Let's throw him in the back row. See how that works out. Ooh, probably need to use a damage reduce artifact, but we'll see. Ooh, don't proc. Man, that's so much damage. He does a decent amount of damage to the Mims too. The problem's going to be, I think... Ooh, wow, what the heck happened there? He does no damage on that basic attack. He does have so much survivability though, that's for sure. The active is where all his damage is going to come from though. So if he can live through this, if he can get to another active, the trouble is that they just sap so much energy out. It takes so many turns. Oh yeah, and then he's going to go down. So I feel like if you put like an all damage reduce item on him, it could be possible. So for those of you with Unimax, give it a try. Let me know if you can finish that stage at all if you're that far. But definitely Unimax is easily becoming one of my favorite heroes. It was just the reason why you don't see too many of them is mainly because he came out after Garuda, where a lot of people spent their scrolls. And then he was right before Christmas and Chinese New Year, where everybody was saving up for the light and dark. So you didn't see too many people. But people are slowly realizing that Unimax is by far one of the best PvP heroes in the game. Not necessarily great for early game players, but if you are a late game player and you're looking to finally push that PvP meta, Unimax is definitely the guy for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was informational for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.